So our first step in coin ring making ideally would be to be able to anneal the metal that you're working with. I posted a video before on annealing, and it seemed that I may not have done the best job. People kind of didn't really grasp it. There's a difference in annealing copper, silver, bronze. So we're going to be doing silver specifically. Annealing your silver is going to make it so that it's more pliable, it's going to be easier to work with, and it's also going to help prevent cracking. You can do it without annealing. I've done many rings without annealing, but they are more prone to cracking, so if you don't have a torch yet or a way to anneal, you can just do it as you would do it. Just be sure to work it slow. In fact, I've had some people, which I thought was interesting, come up with some really inventive ways to anneal their coins. And some people were doing it in the oven or on a stovetop, which is, I don't know if it's dangerous or not, but it's certainly inventive, so that may work. So the way I do it is I use a torch. My personal favorite torch is a Burns-O-Matic TS-800, or excuse me, 8000. I like this because it works good for annealing. It gets hot really quick. It has a spiral flame. It's a trigger start, but I can also hook this up to map gas, and I can use it for other projects like melting down scrap gold, silver, etc. back into ingots or bars or coins or whatever it is I'm going to be doing. This is a great torch. This is something I picked up at Harbor Freight. This is item number 91061. You could probably look it up on their website if they have it. But this is also a trigger start. This will sit right on top of a propane cylinder, and it works great. It's kind of like a gun, so it's nice, and it's got a nice wide flame. And this is what I recommend. It's about $10 to $20 depending on the sale that Harbor Freight has that day or what kind of coupons they have. So this is what I'd recommend, or something like it, something with a trigger start and a wide flame for annealing. You want to keep it even and try to avoid what's known as, it's called the Silversmiths Bane. And basically what happens is in silver metal that has copper, so sterling silver or anything with a percentage of copper, that copper molecule can actually seep up through the silver, and it will start to leave kind of a dark purplish tone on the outside of the silver, and it's a pain in the butt to get off. So today I'm going to include the use of Pickling Acid, which is Spirex number 2. This is a granular dry acid compound. You can mix it with water, and the nice thing is it doesn't need to be heated. It actually works quite well at just room temperature. So this is great stuff, and that's going to cost, I think, about $12 to $13. It just depends on where you buy it. Rio Grande may have it cheaper, and if you buy it, I guess, in bulk, it'll probably be a better buy. So we're not going to use the TS-8000 today. It's an expensive torch. It's about a $40 torch, and this is $20, and this would be about $3, and that's all we need. There's a lot of ways that we can do this. You can put this onto fire brick like I have, or you can set it on cat litter, and you can use something like a borax based flux to help prevent the Silversmiths Bane, as they call it, or just use the acid. If you're careful, you actually might not even need to do it, and it'll buff off with just using baking soda paste. So I use, just like I said, fire brick, and I have a little set of tweezers. And I'm going to show you what we do. I'm going to take my coin now. I'm going to be working on an 1888 British India 1 rupee. The lights are a little dark, and I'm actually going to position myself to kind of shade this a bit, because when we're annealing silver, we don't need it to be glowing red hot. You only need it to be dull red. It doesn't need to be bright red. That's for copper. Silver, we want a very dull red. It doesn't take much to bring it up, especially with a wide flame. So let me anneal it. Let me just show you the color that we're after. So I'm going to turn on my torch, get my flame about right where I want it. I like to keep my flame moving around the coin to keep the heat even. Occasionally swipe your flame away, that way you can see There we go, that's what we want. Now you can see that faint glow. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take your tweezers. I'm going to dunk that in water, and then the next thing I'll be doing is putting it into my pickling compound, which is the Spar-X. Now it is an acid base. This will eat your clothes, so try not to get it on your clothes at all. I'll let that sit in there for a few minutes, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it into some water that just has some baking soda in it to neutralize the acid, and then it's good to go. It'll polish up, it'll wipe off all that fire residue, and it'll come back out looking nice and shiny. And it'll also be, you know, ready to be worked into a ring. So I'm going to remove my coin now. It's really in there. I'll just use my fingers there. And you can actually also take your coin and drop it directly into your Spar-X if you have a bigger bowl. I just have a small bowl, so you'll see it bubbling. That's it neutralizing the acid off. So we have it's kind of a bright white right now, and that's about what we want, and that'll wipe right off. Yeah, that's how it's done. That's how you anneal silver. Good luck with your ringing.